sisters, as we gather here today, I'd like to talk about a verse written by Sant Darshan Singh Ji Maharaj. As we try to understand the spiritual path is one which gives us a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, peace, tranquility, and puts us in a state of bliss. And when we are in that state, then we're oblivious to everything else that is surrounding us. So our situation is like, when we go on vacation. There's a summertime, many people go on vacation at this time of the year. And when you go on vacation, you do what you think you're enjoying. You pick up a place where you think you'll enjoy things. You make all the arrangements to go there. You keep all your day-to-day activities away. You try not to respond to any other inputs that you get into your system. Because you are on vacation, you want to enjoy the time, you want to relax, you want to give your physical body the rest, you want to give your mind the rest, you want your intellect to be relaxing. And so when one goes on a vacation, we are trying our very best not to let anything else come in the way so we can enjoy the vacation. Because if you're on vacation and if you have to answer your emails and if you have to do your work, then it's not a vacation anymore. So most people, when you plan a vacation, it's a week or 2 weeks or a weekend, then you try to cut everything else out so that you can enjoy that. And so when you are there, you are in a different frame of mind than you are when you're at home. Because when you're at home, you have to go to work, you have all the other chores, to take care of activities at work, you have to take care of activities in the house. And so your physical body, your emotional traits, and your intellectual acuteness all are coming to play, all of them are being used. So what are they doing to us? They are actually putting our soul, which is a real self, and putting it to work. The outer expression of our soul is our attention. And so as we do our day-to-day activities, we find that we are drawn into many chores that we do because our mind is desirous of doing those. So our mind is taking our attention and putting it out into the world. It will be in the physical arena, whether it be the emotional arena, whether it be the intellectual arena. And so our soul is working. It's working very hard all the time because, the attention of the soul is going, yeah, there. So just like we feel the body needs a vocation, the soul also needs a vocation. There's a summertime. Many of you are planning on going on vacations. Many of you have gone on vacations, not only to places in this part of the world, but other parts of the world. You find a place, many people go to Mexico for a vacation. Many people might go to Europe for a vacation. Many people might go to other places where they feel it'll be calm and quiet and nice, and they'll have a very good time for themselves, for the physical body. So how do we take a vacation which will help our soul? And what kind of vacation is there which will make the soul feel good? So let me start by relating a little story which is made up. And then we get to the verse of Sant Darshan Singh Ji Maharaj. You keep the best for the last, okay? So there was this couple. And the couple wanted to go on vacation. And so they're both talking to each other. And they're thinking, yeah, should we go to Cancun? Should we go to a place in San Diego? Should we go to the Greek islands? Should we go to the Canary Islands? Should we go to South Africa? I mean, where should we go for a vacation? And then they start to find out about all those places. And the husband says, yeah, we could go any one of these places, but what if the weather gets bad there? We've had all these rains that come in some parts of the world. We have other things happening. So should we really go there or should not go there? And as they're talking, the wife says, when we go to these far off places, if we have to change flights, what if a flight gets delayed? And then we miss the other flight, which we need to take to get to our destination. So we'll have to stay in some kind of hotel at the airport, and we don't know how many hassles there are of getting out of the airport, coming back into the airport. Will our luggage get lost? So they're talking like that. Now God, up there, He's listening to everything, right? God is listening to our thoughts, to our words and deeds. So God is saying, this couple wants to take a vacation. How can I help them? So they get a vacation which will be really good for them. And God knows they're thinking about a physical vacation, but God wants them to have a spiritual vacation for the soul. So God is thinking, and God is comes to the conclusion, okay, if I send a voice to them inside, they might not recognize it from me. So God is thinking, what would be a good system? So, God thinks about the Aladdin lamp. So God says, I'm going to send them a genie in a lamp, in a magic lamp. And he tells the genie what to do when the genie gets there. So God makes a package of a magical lamp, and lo and behold, the next day through FedEx, the package comes in the front of the house of this couple. And they open it up. And in there's a lamp and written, for your peaceful vacation. So they are wondering who sent the lamp, but as they're taking the lamp, the hand of the husband is touching the lamp and the genie comes out. So they get afraid, what happened? And the genie said, don't worry, I am here to help you. And they said, we didn't ask for any help. And the genie said, no, you were talking about going on vacation. And, I'm here to help you. So they said, we didn't tell anyone we were going on vacation because we don't want to tell anyone, otherwise they'll bother us there. So how did you know? So the genie said, I have people. So they say, yeah, we're thinking of going on a vacation, but we're worried if it'll be rain, if we have trouble on the way, and we don't know what to do. So the genie said, God gave me the right instructions. I did some research on my own, and I was trying to find what is the best peaceful vacation for you. And he said, I could not find anything that would fit all that you want, where you're sure that there's no flights that are going to be delayed, where you know that the weather is going to be terrific. They said, I went back to God and said, what should I tell these guys? He said, God told me to tell them to go to the saint living in your city. And they will then find what the right vocation is. So as the story is told, They go to the saint, and the saint tells them, how they can go for a vacation without having to buy any airline tickets, without having to go someplace else, because the best vocation that they can have is within themselves. And so then they say, how can you be sure that that is going to be the best vocation that we can have? So the saint says, okay, I want to read you a verse written by the great poet saint Sant Darshan Singh Ji Maharaj. So this is the verse that the saint told those guys. So this verse says, दोनों आलम से हैं आज़ाद ये गम के मारे, कि दोनों आलम से हैं आज़ाद ये गम के मारे, क्या कहें गेसुए जाना कि गिरफ्तारों से.